Good morning. Hold on, I need to take off my shoes. All right, so I was getting some channeling this morning. I was getting at first I didn't know what it was at first. I knew it was a dog, but I didn't know what kind of dog or what it was, and I'm saying this for a reason because then I find out more later as I channeled more and as they showed me more visions. So I seen a dog and it was like curled in a ball but starting to uncurl. The head was weird and like distorted, right? And at first I couldn't tell, is it a dog? Is it a fox? I'm like, no, it's a dog. Like, okay, so this dog is like waking up. It was like curled up in a ball and it started like moving, right? So waking up. And then all of a sudden they showed me Snoopy. It's like Snoopy the dog, Snoopy from like Charlie Brown. And he was standing up in his hands like this, and you could see stuff coming out of his mouth. And it was like he was blowing, and it looked like heart, like a heart kiss. So it kind of looked like lips, but it was kind of like a cross between lips and like the shape of a mouth. I mean, a heart. And then I seen a whole bunch of little hearts. Like, okay. And then during this time frame, I was also channeled a whole bunch of other things that I needed to talk about. In regards to don't go chasing waterfalls, right? They brought to my attention something that was said to me by somebody about don't go chasing waterfalls. And you know that song from TLC, Don't Go Chasing Waterfalls. And I was getting this information in regards to it and the person's like perception, mindset. So they wanted me to talk about that on here. It's relevant somehow to everything. It's all relevant. They also brought to my attention, I got this Z yesterday, and I was like, oh, don't let it be Zeus. So there's lots of things in regards to the Z, but yes, it was also in regards to Zeus. Once again, they're always giving me information about Zeus. So I'm going to start off with that since I channeled the Z yesterday. Then they were bringing up, oh my God. My nose won't stop fucking ting. It's like I got fairies dancing in my nose. Anyways, excuse me. My allergies are like driving me bananas. And it doesn't help when I channel, I get tingly also. And the tingles can be my nose, it can be all over different places in my body, and not just tingles, but I can get like pain, euphoria feeling, butterflies are feeling like I'm being touched. Sometimes it is because I'm being touched. Sometimes it's just kind of like the lightness of the feeling. There's lots of different things I can get. Anyway, so that enhances the allergy problems, because when I channel, then I get the tingly stuff. And it will affect my nose too. And so when my allergies are bad, it affects my nose worse. Anyway, so in regards to the channeling yesterday, because it was brought back up last night and then again this morning, and so it's relevant to this somehow. If it's not, it is somehow it's all connected. It's just figuring out the puzzle pieces. So, okay, so the thing with the Z and Zeus, they're bringing up the seven sisters. So the Pleiades, and Orion's belt, or Orion, right? And I know for like in regards to myself, there's like certain things that they're trying to like let me know. I've been channeled this so many times over the last 6-7 years. I've never researched it until yesterday, about the seven sisters. I've always put it off. I know for myself personally, the day before that, some things were coming up in regards to a near-death experience that I had. And it's for myself, it's connected to like the seven sisters. I haven't figured out, and it's personal, so I don't really need to speak about it, even if I figure it out. But there are some things in here why I'm speaking about it, that they want me to share. which whether if I feel comfortable or not, but there's certain things I don't need to share. But in regards to that near-death experience or something that is connected with like the Seven Sisters, I have not quite figured that out, but there is another connection that they were letting me know. Because when that came up, I'm like, what is going on? And then they were letting me know that it had to do with like Z. And I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? Then they brought up the Seven Sisters and they brought up Zeus. So anyways, in regards to this, I'm looking and I'm like, oh my God, the Seven Sisters are in Taurus. And they're like near the right shoulder of Taurus, okay? And then Orion's belt, or Orion, is right there. Not really the belt, but Orion is right there near the Seven Sisters, okay? And in regards to like for myself, it has to do with like placements and understanding. I don't know all the understanding of it. All I know for myself is that it has to do with like a placement of mine. Okay. I don't understand all the connection. They want me to talk about it because it has to do with helping, I guess, people understand certain things in regards to their placements and certain star systems, star seeds, energies, woundings, growth, lessons in regards to placements. And how some way, somehow for you, or like for myself, so it's also going to be for others, that it is somehow connected. That's all that I know for sure right now. I also know that in regards to that has to do with my Chiron placement. So my wounding, like that wounded warrior, that wounded empath. Anyway, so that's what I found out about that. And I needed to share to help people, I guess, understand in a different way their chart, and have them look at it through a different perspective. And that's what they were showing me for in regards to myself. And I guess it's relevant because like if there's things coming up for you where certain star seeds, like systems, or there's certain things where they're connected for some reason for you, and they're trying to get you to look at things in a different way to like help you in your growth, to help you have more understanding, to help widen and broaden your perspective, to also help you overcome whatever it is you're supposed to be overcoming, right? So that's what I have for that. And then in regards to this other stuff that they were telling me about, like they brought up the don't go chasing waterfalls in regards to someone who used to be a really good friend of mine. And it was a childhood friend, and off and on we'd come in and out of each other's lives. And then we would stop being friends because I would have to walk away from them because of their toxicity, how they treated me, their behavior, like certain patterns, things. It just wasn't good. And every time they come back into my life, it's like that ended up going on again. So I had to walk away. So this last time I walk away for good. Because I'm old enough now that, hey, no, this is not going to go on. I'm not going to keep repeating this, right? But in regards to this person, a few years back was telling me don't go chasing waterfalls in regards to something or someone. And so it was brought to my attention, and they were giving me some information in regards to this. And what they were letting me know was their perspective, also how they see me because of their perspective and their wounds, and like that jealousy, right? Because they don't have, so they were thinking someone was too good for me, right? Too good for me, and I wasn't enough, good enough, beautiful enough, whatever it is, because they didn't elaborate in regards to why this person said this to me about, oh no, leave them alone. Don't go chasing waterfalls, like, and it wasn't in the negative sense of like, okay, so there's that song about don't go chasing waterfalls from TLC, and there's in it where, about the danger or something. That's not what she was talking about. Okay, she was meaning it in the sense of like my eyes are too big for my belly, like, or that's too much for me, like a kid in the candy store, and I'm not deserving of that or something like that, right? Like it's too pricey or out of my price range or um, something, that negativity there, of like, I just need to lower my standards. And I didn't understand exactly what she meant when she said it. I had an idea, that was part of the way, she was thinking. And so, over time, like I questioned spirit about it. And I was like, I understand that's probably a little bit of where she's coming from, if not all the way. Um, and, I just let it go. And I had asked spirit about it, but they brought it back to my attention. Um, because they wanted me to know it was all that. It was all the negative sense of this, of this person projecting onto me that this is not something I'm deserving of, that that's too good for me, that I'm not good enough. And this is their own issues, right? That projection because of jealousy, because they lowered their standards. And all of this has to do with in some way, somehow it's all connected. So anyways, this person never can be alone. This person is afraid to be alone. This person, even if they're not in a relationship, they're in a situationship, right? Or multiple situationships at a time. Looking for a relationship to be in, something that they can settle for. And so spirit was letting me know that's what she was meaning. Like, she doesn't think you're good enough. Yes, you are right in regards to this, but it goes deeper. And so her, and like that jealousy because of her settling, right? Because she always needs to have somebody, and she's looking for someone who will settle for her. And so wanting you to go into that energy and thinking that you don't deserve what it is that you want or you believe about yourself, and how you feel about yourself, like trying to degrade me, right? And project that shit onto me, because that's ultimately how she feels about herself. And so she projects it onto me out of that sense of jealousy, not understanding how, no, I'm deserving of that. Thank you very much. Um, So, anyways, all of this came up. The biggest thing in regards to this energy, because that's past some of it, is also personal, but it's relevant for things that people are going on in their lives, of not taking it personal and understanding, the other person. It doesn't mean you tolerate, but it's understanding the person and their wounds and they're trying to project, and that forgiveness. It's not feeling sorry so that you keep dealing with someone like that. That is like a warning to say, hey, this person is not at your level. This person is not in the same book or on the same page. Their self-talk, their self-love is not there. So it's a warning for that. But it's also to understand and see so that you're not angry or bitter or take it on as your own wound or question yourself or doubt yourself or feel like you're not worthy because someone else doesn't feel worthy. So they're trying to project. And so spirit was, having me talk about this for people, because a lot of people do this. A lot of people out here, because of lacking self-love or not having the confidence, not being healed out of their wounds, out of their fucked up programs that they're running out of, they project onto other people. And so it's like birds of a feather flock together for a reason. And you don't have to be the same as them. You can be in totally different books or different pages. But if you hang out with someone who's not as healed, doesn't love themselves as much, don't have as much strength to be able to face themselves in the mirror and love them and understand their wounds, you are going to regress. Okay. And because birds of a feather flock together, so it's going to pull you down and pull your energy down. And that's also how they feed off of you. So it's like we have to be mindful. We also need to be mindful not to take on their wounds, because it'll set us back in another way. Even if you walk away from them, it can set you back, because you're going to be needing to re-heal whatever wounds, if it triggered you or made you question yourself. And so, it's relevant, and that's why they're having me bring it up, to help people be mindful as well as to have compassion for the person, because that person is lacking themselves. They don't have the confidence or courage to love themselves. That's how they see themselves. And so it was being brought up in regards to all of these energies. Why? I don't know. It's going to be different for everyone. And I know for myself why it's being brought up. I don't know. I only know what I'm sharing, what they're having me share. I have some ideas about some things, but that's it. I don't like to speak on something not unless I'm 100% sure or spirit says, hey, talk about this right now. Other than that, back to the main thing, it's connected though. All of this is connected in some way, somehow, to the Snoopy channeling. I don't really know much about Snoopy and Charlie Brown. I didn't grow up really watching cartoons. I mean, I didn't, well, how to explain? Well, that's true. I didn't really grow up watching cartoons. How do I explain this? Mm, I grew up in a weird environment where, it wasn't about children as well as like abuse and toxicity. There was times off and on that I watched some cartoons in my life, here and there in foster care, or here and there once in a while at my mom's. But there's also times that like, I was at my grandmother's, and you couldn't watch cartoons. So I don't really know nothing. Like, kids weren't allowed to do nothing there, right? It was not about kids, it was about adults. And the adults had to be happy. And you couldn't disturb them or their life or their peace. So in regards to this, I don't really know about Charlie Brown. I don't really know much about that. So I can't really elaborate. All I know is that it's like Charlie Brown was the dog that I seen that was waking up. And then they showed me where not Charlie Brown, but Snoopy, was the dog that was there laying curled up, starting to come out. So like waking up. And then they showed me Snoopy standing up. And it was like he was all puffed up. And his hand was out. And then there was like, you could see movement coming out of the mouth, right? Out of the muzzle. And then at the end, there was like this weird, it kind of looked like lips or a heart. It was like a mixture of both. And then off in the distance, there was a whole bunch of little hearts. So you have to take that for yourself the way you take it. What I get from that is somebody is waking from slumber. Somebody is waking up maybe in love, waking up, being able to accept or overcome. Maybe this is all brought up because maybe woundings, right? That has to do with my wounding. So maybe someone was in their wounding and maybe they didn't feel good enough. Maybe, maybe they had people telling them that they weren't deserving of you. Maybe they had to overcome all of these fears, right? And then, that is their sleeping time. They were sleeping. They were fucking asleep. And now they're waking up. And when they're waking up, this wake up is they built up their courage, their confidence. They've been overcoming this. They've been seeing things for what the fuck it is. They've been seeing that these people are no good for them and that they're projecting and that this is not true. Okay. And then they wake up and they understand, oh, wait, you are. And I do deserve you, and I can have this. And so then it's that puffed up energy and that, okay, and I am in love and I do love you and I can have you. So it's like that overcoming. So then it's showing, oh, Snoopy in love, right? Because Snoopy can accept being in love and overcoming those things. That's how I would take it myself as a channeler and all the things that I received in regards to the channeling. It's more important in regards to also the childhood energy. That Snoopy it's a cartoon. So like the innocence in the child inside. So like healing that inner child and the adult that the person is now in the behavior programs, right? And seeing everything for what it is and waking up. So like awakening, waking up out of slumber. I was getting like a heavy releasing energy as well. I was feeling when I woke up, I was feeling fine. And then all of a sudden I started feeling kind of drained. and exhausted, and it was a weird feeling. And I could feel then my heart chakra and all these things were tingling, and I was like, oh, someone is releasing, or their heart chakra is awakening. It's opening. So you have to have release so it can open. And so it is relevant. Everything that I feel, everything that I'm channeled, is all connected, right? So that is that clearing, that healing, that releasing, that acknowledgement to the awakening, to the open heart chakra, to be able to be in love. And then the Snoopy is symbolic of the child, the inner child. Okay. That's how I would take it. You take it how you take it. Because we have to also go by our own intuition and discernment, spiritual discernment of how it feels to us. That doesn't mean that it's necessarily right, because we all have to work through distortion. So just because you take it a certain way doesn't mean that it's not about a right or wrong, but we can grow. There's always growth. So, in a year, 6 months, a week, 10 years from now, I could channel this again and it could be totally different. I could channel the same fucking thing with more stuff and more information, because my perspective is opened up higher. My capacity to love is greater. And that's what I mean by like having spiritual discernment. Are you functioning out of any wounds? What are these wounds? How are they going to affect you and your perception of what you are receiving, or how you feel about something, right? So it's like that, being mindful. But we also have to know what is you'll know what is meant for you, and how it is for you. But it's also being open to having, releasing what is not serving of you. Like they had me talking about those perceptions, those projections, for a reason, because we all go through it. We all have to struggle and fight to overcome these issues. And I really, really kind of need to run to the restroom. That's my like third or fourth cup of coffee already this morning. And it's hitting my bladder. I will be right back. I have to run to the restroom before I can channel anything else. Okay, so there's something else that happened this morning that they're telling me is involved in this. So out of the blue, something came in regards to the Snoopy. What they were letting me know is also, are people watching you being Snoopy? Are people using innocence as a way to try to keep up with you, I guess? To be Snoopy, to be nosy, to see what the fuck is going on. And utilizing love in like a falsity, or utilizing someone's love for you to try to keep tabs on you. Out of the blue, how do I explain this? So it's like, if somebody has love for you and they are young and they are a child, but like you don't really speak with the adults, and then that child's calling you out of the blue, out of love, because they want to see, but like, it's like that utilizing people in their love, like utilizing a child or childlike energy. And it doesn't have to be a child, but it's the innocence inside of someone can be utilized for people in their nosiness, right? And try to like keep up with you. And so that spiritual discernment and everything is very important in regards to everything. There's like this mindfulness of being aware of what is going on in your environment and outside of you. And how it's relevant. Like how I was talking and what I was talking about in regards to that friend, right? It's who's no longer a friend. Where are people in your life trying to hold on to you or see what's going on because they're trying to project and they want to keep you down, okay? And don't want to like see you set yourself free so that you can have what it is that you want. And it's all relevant. Anyways. All right, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to get into these energies and do a general collective reading. This is for all signs or anyone who resonates, right? It is timeless. It is general, so everything should not resonate. It can also be vice versa. It's picking up on anyone in your energetic field. So if you resonate, it may not be particularly something you're going through, but somebody else is going through. But you can understand it, resonate, and be like, oh man, I know someone and they're going through this, right? Because that's just the way it works. Anyways, let's see here. I'm going to do the fairy deck to start off. Okay, Spirit. So what's going on with these energies? Can you give us some more information and clarity in regards to the channelings? And I have this deck upside down. We don't want to start off upside down. Then everything will be coming out fucking in reverse. It's funny. Because I was talking about like, you know, that Snoopy energy, people trying to hold on, trying to make you go in reverse, right? Trying to set you back, get you to self-sabotage by projecting or getting you into wounds, lowering your vibration, making you question or doubt yourself. All right, Spirit, what do you have in regards to these energies, especially the Snoopy channeling and where Snoopy was like waking up like out of slumber, and then all of a sudden it was all puffed up and like in love and like blowing kisses, blowing love, blowing kisses, you know. Can you elaborate and give us some more information and give us some clarity in regards to this channeling, please, Spirit, and these energies in regards to this channeling? Oh yes, and I kept getting 3. And of course, it went in reverse. The snake, it came out in reverse for a reason, though. The snake talks about deception and lies, like the snake in the grass. It's being seen, right? Or truth is being revealed. What else do you have in regards to these energies, please, Spirit? The book, secrets. Those secrets being revealed, the deception, the lies being revealed. Like they can't keep it a secret no more. You see it for what the fuck it is, okay? The letter. Was almost all the way in reverse when it came out. The other ones were sideways. Someone is keeping something from you. and they need to speak on it, but it doesn't really matter. You still see it for what it is, even if they're still missing pieces. You can see that there's deception. You can see that they are a snake in the grass, that they are withholding some truth. You have this knowledge, but what they're saying is that there's more things being hidden from you, and it's not so much a spirit's hiding it from you. Spirit is, you have spiritual discernment, so you can see, even though you don't have all the puzzle pieces but there's things also being hidden from you. This is information coming in, but this is not coming in because something else is being hidden from you. But spirit still has your back, because there is this that snake in reverse. You see it for what it is. Spirit also knows and can see, and it's like spirit is helping you, or it's like even if they're not, they are helping you. What is this? They may also be giving you more information in regards to deception. And then we have the house, the home. So secrets, things being hidden and kept in from you, people not speaking the truth in regards to home energy, home hearth, your foundation, like your happiness. It's also that stability of your home, because it's the home and hearth energy. Okay, and back to what I was channeling before. There's another scenario going on that they're giving me in regards to that awakening. Someone is awakening. Someone is seeing the lies and the deception, the distortion. They're saying it. That's the book. There's also things being hidden in regards to communication that they want to speak on, clarity that they want to speak in regards to the home and hearth energy. Also their feelings and how they feel about you. And then we have the stork. It says delivery. Like something coming in. It can also be like birth of a child. There's that growth energy, movement. Normally it means like receiving a gift or delivery, special delivery. And the thinking woman. They understand now how they feel about someone. That special delivery coming in is in regards to the home and hearth energy and how they feel about you. It's that awakening of understanding that they are fucking in love with you, and seeing the lies and the deception, the internal as well as external outside of them, that projection, what was going on in their environment, as well as like programming. So this special delivery and awakening, there is an awakening. The special delivery has to do with them waking up to how they fucking feel. This acceptance of how you are home and hearth energy to them. You are comfort. They love you. Their feelings in regards to you. How you, something with their heart feels at home with you. Their heart feels safe with you. That special delivery is them being able to accept this inside, like that awakening of it. And that it's the thinking woman. We have mice at the bottom of the deck. It's loss. It is destruction. Like mice eat away at things over time. It's like all the things, the people, as well as whatever programming was eating away at them at time, and they had to overcome. And then the writer is movement and something coming in, movement forward. It can also be communication. That communication, the loss. So there's information coming in regards to their loss, their grief, that helps them see things for what it is. They're also going to be trying to communicate with you. Then we have the thinking man and the sun and the loyalty. There's two different stories here in regards to this, like that duality. So the loss, them like seeing that programming and how, and the people that they're hanging around with and how it's created all this loss. There's this connection and understanding here and this overcoming so that they can come in and speak with you. Communication, who the thinking man. And understanding, gaining that clarity. The thinking man is gaining the clarity on the loss, on the deception, on the lies, on the programming, on the fact that you are his home. He loves you. The clarity, and that you bring him happiness. The loyalty. This is loyalty. So they have me go to the bottom of the deck. He sees that you're loyal. I'm not sure about his loyalty. There's clarity though in regards to the loyalty. Because he can see, the thinking man, the clarity is also on your loyalty and how he would like to be loyal to you, but he was afraid. And there was deception behind it. He did want to be loyal to you, but he was afraid. The fox. He was deceptive in how he felt because of those wounds in the programming and the people around him. Maybe even the people around you in your life kept him. You know, maybe it was both sides. We do mirroring, right? We mirror. So then the fox's deception, sneakiness, slyness, manipulation, trickery. It's also magician energy, right? The stars. Like you are healing to him. You are his wish fulfillment. And wanting, needing to heal that foundation within himself to create a foundation with you. You heal him to help him heal his foundation. And understanding that you are his wish fulfillment. He wants to build a solid foundation with you. You anchored him into love. But seeing also that snake in reverse is seeing the deception of what was holding on to him, what was anchoring him down in that falsity, and what was clouding his fucking judgment. The deception. I don't need the cards. We do the cards to get more of a story, to get more information. I could have left this off without the tarot cards and just the channeling that I received. But, you know, people like to see some sense of fucking proof, right? So this, in a way, is proof or more information in regards to it. You know, sometimes people, they believe in this, but then they're also skeptical and they want to try to see it for them fucking selves, you know? It's kind of hypocrisy. In that sense, you know, because the cards came out and is pretty much saying exactly what the fuck I said. It's just in a different way, right? And so, and there's Crow for confirmation, okay? It's because they don't understand it. They may believe in some sense, But they also don't really understand all the way, right? So then there's that hypocrisy that can happen. Not everyone, some people just want more information. I'll be like, oh, what are they picking up on? Okay, I can kind of understand this, but it doesn't have to do with me. There's the duality there, like that friend who was not a friend trying to project her stuff onto me because of how she feels, right? The Sun and the Moon Tarot. I'm going to go ahead and do a spread with these. All right, Spirit, do you have anything else for us in regards to these energies and these channelings? Any other information that you would like us to know in regards to these channelings, Spirit, and these energies? You bring them stability. It made them feel unstable and unsafe, though. The stability, it was, it's like new, it was foreign. And so it was scary. That sense of safety. And it's like, why do I feel safe? I said, why? It's like, I don't know you. Why do I feel safe with you? Why do I feel at home with you? They thought you were tricking them. That you were doing something to make them feel that way about them. Like maybe you did magic on them or put a spell on them, or there was some illusion, or you were lying about who you were just so that they would feel the way they felt. Lots of people lie, right? So how can you lie to make someone feel a certain way? That's yes. Now, can we pretend to be someone that we're not, and someone love that thing about us and thinking that that's who we are? Yes, but what I'm feeling here is this goes a lot deeper and beyond that. So there's something a little off here, but it's because of how scared they were. We have the Hierophant. It landed out on the book, that higher learning. The contracts and the contracts being closed out. The book is closed and what's coming in now, right? That secret of what new is coming in, but there's this higher learning, like that leveling the fuck up to close out those cycles so that you can open that book in a way, right? Open up new cycles and open up and have new contracts, different experiences. Also can represent marriage, legal contracts, even divorce. The Eight of Cups came out underneath the Rider and the Mice. Came out in reverse. They were stuck in that loss, in that deception. They couldn't move forward. They didn't know the way. I'm getting another scenario here. That sleeping Snoopy and that love, that's dream space. There's someone in dream space. There's someone fucking spiritually with somebody through the dream space. Dream work. spiritual manipulation, holding on because they couldn't walk away in the physical 3D. So that illusion in the 5D of what something is and giving you up this illusion, because then emotionally there's going to be this attachment and there's spiritually going to be this attachment. And then not being able to show the fuck up in the 3D in this way because they couldn't walk away. They couldn't come forward, but they didn't want to lose you. The trickster again, they're showing me then the trickster. See, I'm getting another fucking scenario. Someone manipulating energy, that magician as a trickster, like devil energy, for what it is that they fucking want, and that was not to lose you. And the trickery of this relationship in the 5D, and that it's here in the 3D, but it was fuckery. Oh, spirit. Because you gave them a solid foundation. You helped them. So it's like they needed you and needed this illusion to hold on to you to help them with their foundation because you feel like home. That's sad. That's sad as hell. Then they're showing me how the tree would then be underneath the thinking woman. Like it fucked up her foundation because it wasn't right. Like, where is this foundation from the spiritual to the physical? It's not here. What the fuck is this? All right, I can't really, got at least 3 scenarios going on here. Spirit, what else do you have? What other information do you have? It's landed out on the sun and the dog, which is loyalty, the King of Cups. His heart belongs to you. That's the clarity that he's gaining or able to accept. Is that his heart belongs to you. He's having this clarity that you bring him the happiness, like what I was saying before. And his heart belongs to you. He's just slow. He's very fucking slow. It's funny because in this depiction, he's on this white horse, but he has this cup, but the cup is behind him. And I don't know what the fuck, like a crab is in that motherfucker. So it's like I have this love, but it's way back here. Okay, I might be here, but the love is way back there. And then I got a crab in it. I'm trying to hide those emotions, and I might pinch your motherfucking ass because it's not hiding the crab shell. The pinchers are out. That's fucking funny. Couldn't accept, couldn't deal with it. I'm not sure why, but those are what I'm getting. If it's just because of those illusions or those programs, that trickery, this deceit, or thinking you were deceiving them, or they're also stuck in this loss. Loss can also be depression, loss, grief. The mice is kind of a broad spectrum. It's kind of the 5 of Cups and 4 of Cups energy. And also like that 5 of Pentacles. Like they were stuck in like this depression, stuck in this loss and this grief, and they didn't know how to move forward. So the holding on to you spiritually. So sad. That's why it's so important to not take on people's burdens, even though they hurt us, and to have, in regards to that friendship thing, this is what I was talking about, that is to have compassion for the person, because they didn't mean to hurt you, and even if they did mean to hurt you, it more out of their own fuckery, right? Because they're hurting. That hurt people. To have that understanding and compassion for someone instead of taking it personal, because it's not really about you. Even though it may fucking hurt you and it may feel about you like it's about you, it's not about you. It's about them. So that can be hard to accept. That it's not about you, that it's about them, because it does hurt. Whether if it's the friendship situation that I'm talking about, or romantic or family, that shit hurts. So the King of Cups, and then Hanged Man, needing to go in and transform. All of this pain, all of that deception, the lies, the lies, whatever he was going through, and made him be depressed and also trick you. I'm getting like this. He was being tricked, hurting, tricking you. I mean, he tricked you. He's also this fox energy, trying to hold onto you spiritually, emotionally, because he didn't know how to fucking show up physically in the fucking 3D in the world, and didn't want to lose you. Needing to go through and transform all of these energies, come out the caterpillar to the butterfly, and fly above this, rise above this. That's that sleeping Snoopy. That going within, trying to understand it all, trying, sleeping, resting, so that they can heal it, overcome it. Then we have the Star, which is healing as well as wish fulfillment, dreams, hope, faith. So the King of Cups going into the Hanged Man energy, which is the sleeping Snoopy, so that he can heal himself, so that he can go after his dreams, his wish fulfillment, so he can have hope and faith. Transform the past, transform himself. To go from that sleeping Snoopy, the symbology there of not being awakened and not being healed, to then awakened and whole within self. So he's confident, that huffy puffiness, that puffed up Snoopy that I was saying, and then blowing the kisses, because he's full of love, so he can give love. And he has the confidence to do so and not distorted. He's whole within, union with self, understanding his worth. What else do you have, Spirit? Anything else do you for these energies? You have the Three of Pentacles. Works, collaboration, teamwork. So the Star for healing, for wish fulfillment. You need to heal so he can go after his dreams. First, I'm getting the healing, and then it's like hope and belief to go after his dreams. And in this Three of Pentacles is works. He's working hard. He's solo here, working hard and working with Spirit, working with past, present, future. Thank you, Spirit. Working with past, present, future. So he's trying to work through the past in this present moment and learn to work for the future, and as well with Spirit, so that he can make his dreams come true. But he has to heal first. He has to hold on to hope and faith and belief, be confident in it. That's why he's working with past, present, future, working hard with Spirit, wanting to have the right people in his life to work with, to build with. I don't know if this is true or not, okay? But this is what they're telling me. the Star of David. I know part of the Star of David like has like the Merkaba in it. But the six-pointed star is like the Merkaba is a six-pointed star. Where is that book? I need to know. They're telling me a Star of David. And it might just be a riddle of information there. It might be truth. It could be both. So let's see here. Three of Pentacles. Three of Pentacles works. Mars in Capricorn. The artist at work. Technical knowledge and mastery. Recognition and success achieved through persistence and force. They're not telling me. It's important, so I need to look this up here. Star of David. The Star of David. Okay, so it is like the Star of David, but then there's another star in it. What is that symbol? Because the Star of David is the regular six-pointed, and they're telling me like the Merkaba. Hold on here. Sorry, I am trying to figure this out. Oh my God, Google, you're really taking me off. I'm gonna have to try to look it up later. I can't figure out what it is, but it's something. There's something important here. Hold on, they want me to. I'm going to look up the spiritual meaning of the Star of David. So it signifies God as the protector or shield of David. Gained currency among medieval Jewish mystics who attached mystical powers to King David's shield, just as earlier non-Jewish magical traditions had referred to the five-pointed star as the seal of Solomon. And the five-pointed star is the seal of Solomon. That's interesting. It can also represent the union of masculine and feminine, the six-pointed star. So for light workers, it serves as a receiver, amplifier, and transmitter of universal life force energies, and also strengthens the bearer's biofield or aura. As, there's something here with the working with spirit, but it's working with spirit in more than one different way, because you have the six-pointed star, and then inside of that you have the five-pointed star, which is like the seal of Solomon, or like pagan star or Wiccan or whatever, because there's the five-pointed star with the six-pointed star. I need to know what that is. They're pulling me to that, which for me, the Merkaba, as well as and that six-pointed star, as well as the seal of Solomon, is important for me. It's things that I've channeled personally for myself. I never knew that, even though it's important, like the seal of Solomon, and I've gotten channelings, I never looked up information about it like that. I've just received channelings. I guess that's why I should be writing the fucking shit down and doing the research. Because now finding that information out, it's kind of blows my mind. I don't be listening to spirit all the time. I'll be honest, I don't do that. The Five of Pentacles. And I was telling you, this is like the overview. They had me go to the bottom of the deck. That's that mouse card. This energy is in the mice card. The Two of Pentacles underneath it. That juggling, the change. Juggling to overcome the worry, the loss, the mouse energy. And whatever programming, whatever that mice energy is, and the deception. They're pulling me to the deception and trickery. And then the juggling. The Six of Swords, like the worst is over. Two of Swords, following your intuition. Because you know the answers over the devil. The devil's underneath it. All right, we're just really repetitive, more kind of like different stories. We got kind of three different scenarios going on here. Advice, guidance, and support. What do you want me to do, Spirit? The Goddess Guidance Oracle. For advice, guidance, and support for this energy reading. I know there's multiple spreads here, but it's not just, it's for this energy reading. It's not because I channeled in regards to this, and then came on here, and it's all together. So it's not just for those tarot cards and those spreads. It's for also the channelings that I received for this. So advice, guidance, and support for this energy reading, Spirit. We have abundanta prosperity. The universe is pouring its abundance out to you. Be open to receiving. We have Irene, peace. There's no need to worry as everything is working out beautifully. Landed down underneath the mice card over here. And then we have underneath the hanged man. They fall out, and where they come out is very important. Those came underneath the mice. So if you are struggling with the Five of Pentacles or that Four of Cups or Five of Cups energy that I was getting in that mice card, like the Spirit is saying, hey, look, prosperity is coming to you. And like peace, be peace, because there's no need for you to worry. Everything is working out. We're taking care of you. Trust, have faith. You know, don't be stressed out. Don't go to loss, grief, depression. And then underneath the hanged man, we have the butterfly meeting, transformation. You are experiencing enormous change right now, which brings great blessings. Like more confirmation of not just what I said here and what I channeled, as well as the cards that came out, as well as confirmation in regards to this prosperity that's going to be coming into you, and to have peace and not to worry. Don't be depressed. Don't be anxious. Don't be fearful. Okay. But I love spirit. You know, spirit is great to give you support if you are open to it, as well as you are appreciative and have gratitude to see the way that they love you, and the way that they're constantly giving you affirmations and confirmation in regards to things. I know for myself, that's why I love my job, and I love spirit, because they're always showing me how they're here supporting me and loving me no matter what's going on in my life or what other people think or see about the situation. We have Sekhmet, be strong. You are stronger than you think you are, and your strength assures a happy outcome. It's also that independence. Like Sekhmet is like big cat energy, as well as Bast. I don't know if I say her name right. Bast. Both of them, you know, there's that big cat in you know, that transformation and that cat energy of independence. Where do you think they get their strength from? Well, Bast is more gentle in a way because she's that home and hearth energy when it comes to cats. Loving, nurturing, protective in that way. Sekhmet is, I would have to say, more fierce, more no nonsense. Any other advice, guidance, or support, spirit? We have Kali, so Kali Ma, endings and beginnings. The old must be released so that the new can enter. Bottom of the deck, siege, quiet time. Take some quiet time alone to rest, meditate, and contemplate. All right, well, anyways, this was a good reading. Makes a lot more sense now that I was on here actually talking about it and channeling it in regards to Snoopy. I'm like, the fuck, Snoopy? What the fuck are you showing me this shit for, spirit? And then the more talking about it on here, you know, I was, oh yeah, that's, you know, it makes actually more sense now. The more I delved into, this is why, like, when you get channelings, it's really important to actually talk about them too, to help you figure it out. Because then you can you're opening yourself up to understanding what it is, so that you're going to receive more information to help you know what the fuck you're getting and why. Anyways, it was a really actually beautiful reading. You know, that awakening energy and seeing lies and deception, as well as like where maybe you deceived yourself or others have, like, you've deceived others. It's like understanding what is not love. It's like there was this deception here, like understanding what's not serving of you. And then the deception and the programmings that you are running out of, where you're settling, right? And people are projecting onto you, like what I was talking about. So then you can awaken so that you can love yourself and come into wholeness and union with yourself, so that you don't let shit like that stop you, yourself or others, or allow others to stop you by projecting that onto you and you carrying it around as your fucking wound and burden, and having less love and confidence for yourself, not believing that you deserve something. So that's settling. The fuck? I'm not going to settle because you think that's who the fuck I am. No, that's not me. That's you. That's a projection. I deserve more. I know what the fuck I deserve. Okay. You have to be mindful when people tell you shit like that. If someone is telling you, hey, you deserve better than that, then listen to them, trust them. But if someone is trying to make it seem like you are not as deserving as something that you want or you have, the fuck they need to go, because they don't understand and see your goddamn worth. And how can they? Because they don't see their own, because they don't have that self-love for them. They don't have worth for them, so they cannot recognize yours. It's that spiritual discernment of understanding. If someone can see your worth and value and want better for you, those then are your people, right? Or those people are going to help you be better, to be the best that you can be. The people who don't want you to have better are not your people, because they don't believe it in themselves. So they'll try to make you believe it so that you accept less and you settle. No, we don't do that shit. No, that doesn't fly over here. Anyways, I hope that this was helpful to you guys. I pray that you guys have a day filled with blessings, peace, and joy. The blessings is because I don't know exactly what you need, right? So I hope that God blesses you with whatever it is that you are in need of to help you. And those blessings can sometimes hurt. Those blessings in disguise, those painful things, those towers that can be like, oh my God, my life is falling apart. Oh my God, why me? But really, those things are meant to save and protect us and to get us on our pathway, because they're not serving of us. And being in it would destroy us more. And so they're that blessing in disguise where it hurts at this moment, but it would hurt us later. And so then I pray for your peace, because we all need more peace, especially, life is fucking difficult. And then, joy, because we all deserve more happiness. Sometimes I don't know, I feel like I need to elaborate on that so people know what I'm praying or wishing or setting my intentions for in regards to them. I want the best for everyone. We all need more love in this world. We need more love within ourselves so that we can raise the vibration of Mother Earth, and so that we can all experience more love, a greater capacity to love, so that we can all have more hope, and we can all understand more what love is and what love is not. There's too much false love out here. Anyways, thank you for joining me. Have a great day.